Hello, I'm that James guy, and this is a quick rental car review of a 2022 Kona, Hyundai Kona ESS, whatever that is. Just wanted a small all-wheel drive something or other that I could drive from Victoria to Nanaimo, BC and back. And well, here we are. Here is our Kona. So we may as well start by unlocking the... Of course, it's got no hands-free thing. Why would it? You gotta actually... Okay. And here we go, trunk. Oh my goodness, that's small. All right, that goes there. That goes there. That is not a very big trunk, folks. First impressions, not starting off on the right track. Compared to my Bolt, this is really small. Interesting, okay. Kona, not a bad looking car. It's not the electric one, it's the gas one. I don't know. What do you think? Think this could be okay as a rental car? I just don't know. May as well climb inside, and it doesn't seem to be damaged. Oh, okay, well, blue things and Hyundai's first impressions. Okay, drive safely, folks. Well, we may as well do this first because we're going to be doing some driving here. Add new. Jody Calvert's iPhone disconnecting. Who's that? Vehicle name Kona. Okay, how easy is this to do, folks? Kona. Okay. Oh, look at that. Passkey, pair, allow, connect, Apple CarPlay. So we are in. Okay, well, that was really easy. How do we get to the main home? Nobody cares about what Hyundai does in here. Nobody cares. All we care about is Apple CarPlay. Literally, that's all we care about. Fit and finish, I don't know. Seems pretty kind of horrible. These switches look like out of a 1990s Nissan. Switch gear, I don't know. It is a cheap, wobbly, not the best, but it was cheap. This is a cheap car. Gotta remember that, folks. This is cheap, whatever. Oh, battery discharge warning. I guess we're discharging the battery. Let's go to the back. This front seat was actually adjusted pretty well for me. I'm 5'9", I'm not very tall, but look at this. I've only got an inch of space with my knee. That is bad. Oh, and look at my headroom. Look at that. Like, I'm 5'9", and it's like inch and a bit. Like, not a big car. I think my Chevy Bolt, much bigger than this. Much more spacious, which I wasn't expecting. I always thought a Kona was a bigger car than this. But it's not. Sparking this thing up. Get to our destination, which is the Sandman Hotel, Victoria. This thing's horrible. The throttle has like a delay built into it. It's like you push on it and nothing happens. So you push more and then a lot happens. I think it feels to me like a CVT transmission, which is more bad news. Oh, this thing is not a good car. Frame of reference, folks. I have a 2021 CX-5 and a 2020 Chevy Bolt. I just got rid of my 2013 BMW 3 Series. That's kind of like what I'm used to, right? Let's just, let's see what happens here over the next couple days. I've been driving around in this car. I've put about 150 miles on it, maybe 200 miles, 320 kilometers or so. And I've started to kind of learn the car. It is a small, uninspiring, economic piece of crap rental car. But there's certain things I like, and there's a lot of things I don't like. One of the things I'm gonna say right off the bat that is almost impressive is the, oh, I don't know what Hyundai calls it. It's not lane keeping assist. It's like driving down the center of the road all by itself feature. There's this button on the steering wheel that you have to like turn on and off. You can see the dash. There's that steering wheel, that thingy that just turned on, and it's green, meaning that it's gonna drive itself. Watch this. Letting go. I mean, it's gonna really start yelling at me here for not touching the steering wheel. But look at this. It's steering me down the road, sort of, right? This is way better than my Mazda, way better than my Chevy Bolt. Okay, I had to intervene right there. But that's not so bad. It actually tries to keep you in the middle instead of bouncing you down the edges. So I think perhaps this might be the only thing that is good about this car. It has 147 horsepower, 2.4 liter. I'll put a correction in if that's not really it. It turns out it has a CVT transmission. I don't know if anybody knows about CVT transmissions, but they're not ideal. They use a chain kind of belt thing, continuously variable. It makes this car like lurchy. Hey, watch this. Taking off from a green light. Well, that kind of looked like a shift, but not really, you know? If I floor it, it'll go to red line. It is kind of shifting though. It makes me think this is a 6-speed. I don't know, it's hard to know. The internet says it's a 6-speed, but the way it acts is so lurchy and crappy. It's like you put your foot on the throttle and it like kind of goes, and then it like you put it a little bit more and then it really goes. It's like turbo lag, but uncool. I think that's about the best way you can put it. Okay, now I'm mad. I want to know whether this is a CVT or an automatic. Okay, here's the test. I'll slow down a bit in amongst traffic and they're going to get mad at me. But if I slow down just a little bit, watch the tax speedo. I'm going to put on some throttle and accelerate kind of at a moderate rate right there. You see my speed is building on the right. The RPMs are not changing on the left. So it is a CVT, I'm pretty sure. So folks, I think the internet's wrong. It said it's a 6-speed automatic. This is definitely a CVT, but it does shift when you floor it. It like goes up to red line, as you saw, you know, makes fake shifts. So it's got like programmed RPM drops into its logic. So dumb. It does have Apple CarPlay, which, you know, it's a small, kind of grainy screen, but it works really good. It hasn't done anything that it shouldn't have. I don't really give a crap about whatever Hyundai has as its kind of system underneath. All I care about is CarPlay. You can see here it works just fine. It's touchscreen. I can reach it. It's not too bad. One of the main things that's really angered me about this car, and it's just because it is a base model or close to it, is the fact that it has no like keyless entry, like, you know, where you walk up to the car, like no touch, don't have to pull your key out of your pocket. It has a physical key that you have to put in the ignition. You have to unlock the key on the key fob. You can't just push a button on the doorknob or on the door handle. And, you know, after living the last 5 years with that feature on all of my cars, wow, that is a feature that I certainly could not do without. Same with heated seats, heated steering wheel, none of that stuff. I'm sitting there shivering in the morning while the car warms up. The fit and finish is, like I said, it's horrible. Even compared to my Chevy, which, I mean, having a Chevy, you'd think you'd have absolutely horrible, oh, it shut off again. So this thing does have auto start. It stops at the light and it's not a good auto start. An auto stop start, I don't mind it if when you let go of the brake to go, it fires up so quickly that by the time you're pressing the accelerator, you know, you don't even notice it. This one's a kind of a rudimentary, clunky, you gotta kind of time it. So it's not a good stop start. But it just did that right back there, and it was awkward because it just turned green and I wanted to smash the throttle and go, and it was like, and then it went, and yeah, not the best. Oh, here's an example. We're stopped. Let's see the auto stop start. And here we go. See, it's that split second it takes to fire up. It's so annoying. So annoying. What else can I say? No climate control. I'm not used to not having no climate control. It's a base model. So here I am getting nice and toasty warm. I need to like turn it from red to blue. So, you know, here we go. Make it a little less toasty warm, like old school, you know, that kind of thing, which I'm not that used to. The controls are fine. They've got no labels on them, and it's, you know, you'd have to learn them. So they've been a bit weird, like with the cruise control being like what's that one mean? Like, what's that one mean? You know, I do know now that is cancel and resume. That is turn it on plus hit set for the first time. This one, I hit set. There we go. You can see at the top there, where it says to 100. We can turn it up. We can turn it down with the buttons. Not too big of a deal. Fuel mileage has been not bad. I'm actually at 6 liters per 100 kilometers right now. I don't know. Is that good? Is that bad? For a car like this, I assume that's changing lanes. Pretty good. I think it was 5.8 from going down from Victoria up to Nanaimo, British Columbia. That's what I'm doing now, is going back down to Victoria. So as you can see here, Trans-Canada #1 highway, the Island Highway, whatever you want to call it. Here it is. Oh, cars behind me. I better speed up a little bit. All right, I've had to film this alternate ending. I was originally going to give this car a really mediocre 3 out of 5 score because it is what it is. But you know what? I woke up this morning. It's real dark. You can barely see. Dropping the car back off at the rental thing. Went from the hotel about half an hour up to National Car Rental where I dropped this thing off. And my mind suddenly switched. Suddenly this became, it clicked. I now realize what this car is. It's a cheap car. And yeah, it's got its flaws, but I had a lot of fun driving in here. Suddenly I was like, you know, I'm used to it now, and I think that's it. People test cars, and they don't get used to them. But this morning, I got used to it. I'd say 4 out of 5. Nice little car. Would I buy one? Probably not. But, you know, nice little car. We'll end there. I hope you found this useful, or at least mildly entertaining. I will see you next time.